Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media, and tonight's video I want to review Stranger Things Season 3 on 4K. Now I'm going to be going over the season itself and the 4K video and audio in this one, and as you guys know, I'm a big Stranger Things fan if you're a fan of the channel. So most of you guys I'm sure are fans of it and have been watching it over the weekend. It premiered on July 4th, didn't get a chance to watch it on July 4th, spent my day in the sun, but used this time over the weekend to binge it, to review it for you guys. So let's get straight into the season on this one. So overall, I was definitely impressed with season 3, but I definitely hold Stranger Things to a higher standard than most TV shows. It's definitely up there with one of my favorite TV shows, and in my opinion, it's Netflix's best show they have. And I was really pumped to see season 3 because it got delayed a bunch, and I just wanted to see how they would deal with the characters aging. And that's the first thing I'll get into is once you start season 3, you will notice instantly the voices on the characters are a lot deeper. They look a lot older and they act a bit older. Mike and Elle are in a relationship. They're definitely kissing. Some things are going on. And you could tell the maturity is at a bit of a different level through multiple aspects, through the D&D aspect, through the kissing and dating aspect, through Elle's independence. But overall, I think that one of the strongest suits of this season was the character development and character arc. Now, every character in Stranger Things is really lovable, and they didn't really add any new characters. They added a few in here, but what they really did was they emphasized the characters from last season that they added, like Max and Billy. They got a lot bigger roles in this season, Billy specifically, and I think the acting and character arc was really on point, and just learning about his past, stuff like that, was really a treat. And that's really where it makes the first 3 episodes that start off very slow not so much of a chore, because you're getting re-intertwined with these characters, you're learning their relationships, and their relationships have changed a lot since season 1. So overall, that was a very interesting aspect that Stranger Things never really gives up on. So once episode 4 hits, I would say that this season really takes off and gets right up there with season 2 and season 1 levels of intensity, and then that last 2 episodes really hit the mark for me. Now I'm going to stay completely spoiler free here, but I will say that I like the new monster, even though it's a bit of a rehash. I really like what they did, and that final standoff was just awesome. The production value here is really increased from the previous seasons. You could see from the CGI to the designs. One thing that was really blew me away was the design of the mall. The mall looked perfectly like an 80s mall with the exact stores from the 80s, the way the movie theater was designed, the movies it was showing. I mean, that nostalgia really hit there with that movie theater and with that mall, and they did it perfectly. They really did it perfectly, and all the set designs here they did perfectly. All the costumes, all the clothing, all the locations really just fit that 80s theme perfectly and make you hit that nostalgia right in the gut. So now let's get to the video quality on this one. So this was shot with a Red camera in 8K, and it has a 4K digital intermediate, and this looks pretty phenomenal. There is great detail here, but the thing is, it is not meant to look as sharp as Attack. It is not meant to look as sharp as us 4K people really want it to look. What they do with this digital image is they add some grain over it to give it that 80s aesthetic, and it definitely works. It gives it a lot more of that 80s aesthetic that you look for in this type of show, and it definitely fits the atmosphere, but sometimes I do wish the visuals were a bit more crisp, although the 4K definitely has a nice increase over that HD stream. Now keep in mind this is streaming, so we do get some compression. I will be picking this up whenever it hits Blu-ray, hopefully 4K Blu-ray as well, with that Dolby Vision. I really hope that Dolby Vision comes along for the disc. Now speaking of Dolby Vision, I would say that's where this stream really shines. Especially the production design, like I said, allows for a lot of awesome production, a lot of neon scenes. One scene specifically where Elle is in this upside down area and a red storm appears around her. The Dolby Vision is in full effect. The reds really burst off the screen, and really all the primary colors, which happen to be red, white, and blue, Independence Day themed, and really pop off the screen. A lot more nuances to the color. And also, this is a pretty dark season. A lot of these scenes take place in a lot of darker areas, and the shadow detail is greatly improved on this Dolby Vision than it was on the HD version I watched on a different set. So now let's get to the audio aspect on here. So this sadly did not have a Dolby Atmos track. I'm going to be honest, I really thought it was going to have a Dolby Atmos track. Even though it was going to be a streaming Dolby Atmos, it wasn't going to be the best. Still would have been Dolby Atmos, still would have got the object oriented, but sadly we did not, and we just got a 5.1 mix with this. Now the 5.1 mix was good, we got decent use of surrounds, but as with streaming, it's really never hits its full potential, and with the missing of Atmos, it really was just a missed potential in my eyes. Don't get me wrong, the 5.1 was good, not too much to complain about there, but just a missed opportunity with the Atmos that really would have made this a home run. So anyway guys, I'm sure all of you guys are either in the middle of this season or at the end of this season. Either way, let me know down below your comments on this season and Stranger Things in general. Let me know if you loved it, let me know if you hated it, whatever, and I'll see you guys in the next one.